All right, guys, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and today I'm at the Summer Beer Fest in Ypsilanti, Michigan, 2019. This is Chow, or Mike Creighton from Ascension Brewing Company. He's one of the brewers at Ascension. And so let everybody know where you guys are from, what you're about, what are some of the styles you guys specialize in.
Okay. We're from Ascension Brewing Company in Novi, Michigan. It's just about 30 minutes outside Detroit. I would say, specialize in your IPAs, specifically more New England style, and then your fruited sours and anything really in between. And of course, we have a big barrel-aged stout coming in at 17.2%. That is called Gorilla Juice, that we release maybe one or twice a year, or 1 to 2 times a year. So.
And you guys have one of those here today, don't you, for the enthusiast hour?
We have 2 variants.
Oh, do you really?
Yep.
Which ones are they?
So we brought a double vanilla Gorilla Juice, and then we also brought a peanut butter Gorilla Juice that we've only done one other time, but that was a barrel-aged version.
Okay, so this one isn't a barrel-aged version.
Both Gorilla Juices today are non-barrel-aged.
And you guys have been around for about it's coming up on 3 years here, right? Next month?
We just passed our official 4-year anniversary, and we're going to have an anniversary party, but we're not sure what date yet. So just be lookout on social media. So we're present on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. What you've got a chance to walk around a little bit. So what are some of the trends that you're seeing? 2 years ago we saw a lot of New Englands. Mm-hmm. Last year still seemed like it was a lot of New England style that was still really big. So what are you guys seeing, or what are you seeing this year so far that's been really kind of? You're going to see a lot of coming up next year.
There's a lot of sours, so people are focusing on barrel-aged or barrel-fermented sours, and then kettle sours. So we're seeing a lot of fruited, more wild ales, anything. There's a lot of dessert or pastry-style sours and lagers. So
pastry-style sours.
Yes, pastry-style sours.
I haven't heard of that yet.
I mean, we brought a koji mochi sour. So we fermented a beer, or we mashed a beer with koji bacteria, which breaks down sugars and helps drop the pH, so you get a more sour mash. And then we kettle soured that also, and then added in strawberry, raspberry, and mochi dough. So
I got a chance. I think I got a chance to try that last week. It's still pretty early, and it was really. It seemed like it was starting to come together really well. Yeah. So I'm sure one more week. Helped it out a little bit. Mm-hmm. So what do you think of, I know a big style these days, or big trend, another big trend is a lot of breweries, bigger macro breweries are starting to kind of explore the whole non-alcoholic beer space. Yep. What do you think? Do you think that you guys will ever be able to do something like that? Is it just something that's too technically, for as small as you guys are, something that's technically not easy to do?
We probably won't dive into it yet. Mm-hmm. Maybe sometime in the future. What we're doing right now to kind of do that is more like your White Claws and all that, so your hard lemon lime or a hard soda,
right? Like a seltzer,
per se. Yep. But yeah, we really haven't talked about doing any NAs yet. So, but we definitely get a lot of people in our tap room saying that they don't drink any alcohol. Yeah. So it would be a perfect product to deliver to them. But at this point, we don't see what we're.
And the whole thing seems like it's really still in its infancy for a lot of craft breweries to do something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There's only a handful of breweries around us that are doing it.
So you've put out lagers in the past, and lagers are one of the things that we're seeing this year. Mm-hmm. So you've done Team Smoot. That was your first lager, right?
Our first actual lager was a collaboration between Cultivate and us. I know Team Smoot was
the first released one, right?
So
the first major one.
But yeah, we are working on Mexican American lager. So there is no corn in it, but it is fermented with a Mexican lager yeast.
So basically like a cerveza style lager.
Si.
All right, so one last question. Yep. I'm sure everybody wants to know, what's your favorite song to do a karaoke?
My favorite song? Ooh, I Will Survive.
Really? Which version? Gloria Gaynor, Cake? I'm sure the Cake version is probably easier on the vocal range.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I would say I Will Survive, or I don't know.
It doesn't have to be that serious. I Will Survive is perfectly fine. All right, well, Mike, Chow, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Visit these guys at Ascension Brewing Company in Novi, and see you next time.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks.